But are you
So
going out of town?
yeah, just for like 2 days, but then we'll leave for
Oh,
Sunday
okay.
too. So, but
Yeah,
I just posted all the days that we have on the calendar.
so far, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll add them as I get more bookings, I'll add them on there. But
Hmm.
but yeah, you can have people go to you or whatever works out good.
Yeah.
Hello, Linda. I tried champagne shimmer look today. I'm gonna try a new look every day of
Oh,
the looks. I do not know about this red, but I'm going with it. I was
yeah, it
like,
looks fine.
okay, every day this week I'm gonna try one of the 6 looks and video myself. So
What kind of red is it?
this is the one. It's red stiletto.
Yeah,
This is
that looks good.
this is what I should look like.
I think when I put on red, like I put on a red the other day and I felt like I looked like the Joker.
Yeah,
I was
this is
like,
not my best
oh,
red.
no, that one looks nice.
Oh, Linda, you're muted. We did not mute you. What'd you say?
Um, I joined the audio, so I was thinking that unmuted me too, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
What's the colors on your eyes? I really
It
like that.
was crystalline, smoky quartz, and espresso. And then
Nice.
with black eyeliner. So, and shy blush. So, champagne shimmer. But yeah, I think I need a different red, maybe like midnight red or something. But it's fun. It was fun reading the thing and doing the color. I'm like, okay, this will be fun. We'll get us
Hmm.
try a new color every day. You don't have to do it every day, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try a new color every day. Um, but yeah, it's like good on the eyes are good on camera. But yeah, good job, Jean, with your reach outs. That was good. Let's see. Here comes Judy. All right. Are you? I'll do welcome until Donna gets everybody situated. Hi, Jennifer. Hi,
We,
Judy. Hi,
we may
Becky.
not get much beginning time because they'll probably start right at 7.
Yeah, I'm texting my girls right now to make sure they get on.
Yes. Well, we'll have 5 minutes right now, so I'll just kind of do we want to start? We're not going to do announcements, right? Because we're just
No,
going right in. Yeah.
afterwards.
Okay. Hello,
I think,
Becky. Hello, Stephanie. Hi, Cheryl. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Linda?
I don't know. Are you doing announcements or is Jana afterwards?
Jana.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Hello, Lori. Awesome. Welcome. You guys can put your wins for the week. We're gonna start right in 4 minutes. So we'll do announcements and things at the end. But welcome, Lori. That's a good color on you. Looks good. Hi, Judy.
Thank you.
Yes, looks good. And the earrings.
Yeah, I feel a little like a hippie or something.
No, looks good.
Thank you.
Hi, Jana. Hmm, I like it. Looks good. Let's see. Cheryl's at work. No worries, Cheryl. I'm glad you're able to listen in. And I know Becky's traveling. Welcome, Becky. Or out of town at least. Let me know when you want me to not welcome anybody. Feel free to
Oh,
someone
keep
to
doing it.
take over. Okay, I'm like, I just jumped in. It's not even me. I'm like, hey. Hi, Judy. How are you doing? Oh, you're on mute. I think at this time it just muted everyone who came in, I think maybe. I don't know.
Hey, Donna,
Yes,
I think that they probably have the countdown going on, or have you checked that
it
out?
hasn't started yet.
Okay. By the way, Nancy is my sister-in-law's ex-sister-in-law.
Oh my gosh,
Is that crazy?
that is crazy. She was in my unit for years.
Really?
Nancy was, yeah.
And so
Yes.
did she become a sales director or?
She was a sales director way back and then
Okay.
joined my unit, you know, and didn't work the business like she had before. She was a Cadillac director and everything.
Wow.
But just about a year ago, she didn't order.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's crazy. I had to go eat with my sister-in-law Barb, and I asked Barb and Mark, I said, hey, what were their names? And she said she was married to Joe, and Joe was an attorney,
yeah.
and their dad. And so Joe's dad, John, was
Mhm.
an attorney as well. And so
Right.
so Joe and John, they were brothers. So
Yeah.
anyway, I-
Nancy and her husband were high school sweethearts at one time. So, okay. Do you want me to put on the pre thing?
Yeah.
I'll just start streaming it right now.
yeah, that sounds
Hold
good.
on.
You guys, you might want to turn off your camera if we're having problems streaming. So you might just want to pause your or turn
Right.
off your.
What'd you say?
I'm going to turn off my camera because sometimes it helps with the streaming process.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Give me a minute to get
And
this
we'll all be
technology-
back here afterwards for announcements and recognition. Whoops. Yeah.
And Donna, do you want to make one of us co-hosts so we can help you?
Yeah. Just let me get this going first.
Okay.
Seminar Awards Circle of Excellence Top Sales Director trip is going to Switzerland.
Make sure you can hear the sound. I got to find out where that is. Share sound. Can you see it?
For achievers of
No,
$650,000
seeing advertisements and notifications.
Yes, we can see it.
surrounded by
Oh.
Lake Geneva and breathtaking views of the Alps.
All
Or
right.
stay
Can you hear
at
it?
the luxurious
Yeah.
5-star Fairmont Le Montreux Palace. This marvel of Belle Epoque, or beautiful age architecture, is truly fit for Mary Cave royalty. Sitting on the Swiss Riviera, you'll have easy access to the best of Switzerland. Discover all sides of history, from visiting ancient Chillon Castle to participating in unique and fun museum experiences. Go on a culinary adventure with cheese fondue tasting and vineyard tours. Or simply take in all the breathtaking natural beauty that surrounds you. For Circle of Excellence prestige achievers of $800,000 and above, your Swiss expedition continues to Zurich. Get lost in nature, whether it's witnessing the sheer power of Rhine Falls, Europe's biggest waterfall, or venturing to Mount Pilatus for stunning nature trails, hiking, and more. Treat yourself to something sweet at Linz, home of Chocolate Workshop. Then finish the day at the Dolder Grand, complete with world-class spas and restaurants as you overlook sparkling Lake Zurich. For those who dare to dream big and work hard, all of this is waiting for you. So stand up and shine. We'll see you on the 2026 Seminar Awards Circle of Excellence Top Independent Sales Director trip.
Hello, everybody! Happy Mary Kay New Year from me and my National Sales Director girlfriends. Hi, everybody. I'm National Sales Director Karen Rydell out of Glen Allen, Virginia. Welcome to our Vision Workshop. How excited are you? We are thrilled that you made the decision tonight to join us for this incredible workshop all about vision. I got to tell you how we ended up here tonight. A few months back, National Sales Director Diana Sumter had a vision on her heart to start a National Sales Director Bible study. And she put out a message in our Voxer group inviting National Sales Director sisters to join her in a Bible study and a book study. Well, the 12 of us who are a part of this great workshop said yes to her call. And here we are. We read the book Visioneering by Andy Stanley. There it is. We read that book a while back and were captivated by the story of Nehemiah and making a vision come true. And we couldn't wait to share our takeaways and our aha moments. We were so inspired, we wanted to share it with you. And so this morning, we had a vision workshop for over 700 sales directors. I bet many of you are on tonight. Welcome back. And now, though, it's your turn, consultants. We are thrilled that tonight you're going to hear from a different set of 6 national sales directors as we share our vision workshop prepared just for you. Well, before we get started, let's start this out the way that Mary Kay would always want us to, by praying together. If you'll bow your heads with me. Father God, thank you so much for this night. You had this idea. This vision was your vision, Lord. And we just answered the call and we're obedient to step out on faith. God, I thank you for every person here, Lord. I thank you that you're using this workshop to just create a vision explosion across the Mary Kay world, Lord, that you would give each consultant, each sales director, everybody listening tonight, a stirring in their heart for the vision that you have for them. Lord, that you would increase boldness and bravery and faith, and that you would just stir us up to step out on faith in this new Mary Kay year. Lord, we must also lift up the incredible devastation in Texas. God, we ask that you would just meet every need there, that you would provide as people are rebuilding lives. And for those, Lord, who have lost, Lord, that you would comfort them in their grief. Father, we just thank you for our Mary Kay sisterhood. We thank you for this company that puts you first. Lord, may all that we do in our business this new Mary Kay year and every year thereafter, may it always glorify you and point people to you. Lord, we just give you tonight and ask that you, Holy Spirit, would speak through each speaker and impart the wisdom, knowledge, and inspiration that each person needs. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen. Well, it is time. Our purpose today is to inspire you to dream bigger this new seminar year and to say yes to the vision that God has placed on your heart. Visioneering is all about Nehemiah and the vision that God gave him. So before we jump in, let me just share with you a quick little overview about what happens in the book of Nehemiah in the Bible. So let me take you into the story of a man named Nehemiah, an ordinary man with an extraordinary burden. He wasn't a priest, a prophet, or a king. He was a cupbearer, someone who served wine to the king of Persia and made sure it wasn't poisoned. Not exactly the guy you'd expect to lead a massive rebuilding project. But one day he received news that Jerusalem, his homeland, was in shambles. The walls were broken down. The gates burned and the people were living in disgrace, and that broke Nehemiah's heart. He didn't shake it off or say that's someone else's problem. Instead, he took his burden straight to God. He wept, he fasted, he prayed, and in that place of brokenness, a vision was born. Nehemiah didn't just see rubble, he saw restoration. He believed God could do something great even through him. When the moment came, Nehemiah boldly asked the king for permission to go and rebuild the wall. And the king said yes. Doors opened, resources were granted, and Nehemiah set off to Jerusalem. But when he arrived, he didn't start building immediately. First, he quietly walked the broken walls at night, taking it all in. He was counting the cost, praying, planning, and holding the vision in his heart. Then he gathered the people. And with courage and clarity, he cast the vision. Let us rise up and build. The work began. Families and tribes stood shoulder to shoulder, each repairing the section in front of their own homes. It was a picture of unity, but it wasn't easy. Opposition came quickly, mocking, threats, distraction. But Nehemiah stayed laser focused. When enemies tried to draw him away, he responded, I am doing a great work and I cannot come down. He wasn't just rebuilding walls, he was rebuilding hope. And in just 52 days, the wall was completed. But Nehemiah knew the work wasn't just about stones and mortar. He called the people together, and Ezra stood up and read God's word. Revival broke out. People wept, confessed, worshiped, and recommitted their lives to God. Well, that's the story of Nehemiah, a man who let a God-given burden, a vision, stir his heart, who turned prayer into a plan, and who led the people to believe bigger in what God could do through them. Well, I have exciting news for each of you. God has a vision for you too, just like Nehemiah. God has a dream with your name on it. And trust me when I tell you, your dream or your vision is not selfish. And it is most definitely not all about you. I've been building my Mary Kay business for almost 33 years, and I'm here to tell you that every dream I prayed for, worked for, tracked, and believed has definitely blessed my life. But the ripple effect of a God-given vision and your Mary Kay dream is far-reaching, way past you, and spilling over into the lives of countless women who God has connected to the vision that he has given you. For some of you, you may have talked yourself out of your dream. Perhaps you've tried multiple times and you just don't believe the vision is going to happen for you. Try again. I carried the vision of being a national sales director for 14 years, and I had to get back up numerous times. Was it worth it? Absolutely. Some of you have decided that the vision you have is just too big for you. It's out of your league. That is just not true. You must understand the enemy doesn't want you to reach the vision God has for you. So he will pelt your mind with thoughts of fear, doubt, and unbelief so that you will give up on the vision that God has for you. Not today, Satan. Drop that in the chat. Today is the day you recommit to the vision in your heart because it is not there on accident. It is your assignment to carry out for God. There are 4 things that you're going to experience when you have a vision. Your vision is going to fill you with passion. Your vision is going to stir up emotion inside of you that will make you cry or stir you up with so much excitement that you can barely sit still. You may wake up early or stay up late. Your vision will give you motivation. All of a sudden, the mundane tasks begin to matter. Making booking calls and following up with customers and prospects become the building blocks of your vision. Your vision will give you direction. It's a roadmap for your days, weeks, and month. Anything that moves you towards your vision gets a green light. Everything else is approached with caution. And finally, your vision will give you purpose. It gives you a reason to get up in the morning because your vision, my friend, will change lives. Well, I hope you're ready for this. I need you to lean in. Like, I know we can't see you, but could you just lean in? Because I have to share with you a secret that has served me well for many, many years. This secret is going to absolutely help you reach any vision you have of a career path promotion in your Mary Kay business. Becoming a red jacket leader, becoming a DIQ, debuting as a sales director, or becoming a national sales director. What I'm getting ready to share with you can be the absolute difference maker in helping you walk out the vision that God has placed on your heart for your Mary Kay business. Now, I'm going to warn you, it's going to sound way too simple to have huge impact. So listen with fresh ears, okay? Tonight, I want you right now to think about something you want to pay for with your Mary Kay profit. I know my national area knows what's coming up next. I want you to pick something that will cost you between $200 and $500. Maybe it's a bill, or it's a shopping spree for new clothes, or perhaps it's a weekend getaway for you and your man or your kids. You pick something that you want your Mary Kay profits to pay for. You see, you're going to work with much more focus and intentionality when you know exactly what your profit is going to pay for. It's not inspiring enough to just work to make more money. It's just not. It's not going to get you out of your comfort zone to just work to make more money. But when you know that your Mary Kay business is going to provide the money you need to pay off a credit card or to buy a new couch for your den, you will work with intentionality and excitement, and you won't let the cancellations or the discouragement that can absolutely come on our way to a vision, you won't let it stop you because you're focused on where you're going and what you're paying for. Okay, so here are the simple steps. One, I need you to determine specifically what you will pay for. Now remember, it needs to be between $200 and $500 for this first dream. Okay, 2, you need to figure out, here's a worksheet. Now you'll see an up close picture of this on the link later tonight. But 2, you want to figure out exactly how much it's going to cost you, not an estimate. Research it. Print out a picture of what you're paying for. Get clear on what your profits will finance. 3, determine, are you going to pay for it in 1 or 2 months? That's important. Now, here's the biggie. I need you to decide if you're more inspired by being accountable to your husband or your family, or if you're like me and you're much more inspired by surprising someone you love with a dream come true. Now, there's not a right or a wrong answer. It's really just how you're wired. Are you somebody that's inspired by being accountable to somebody with what you're going to pay for, or by surprising them? Now, I'm going to show you how to use what this worksheet shows you. It's what I call the dream number equation. You can write it down, but you'll be able to print this out a little bit later. So I want you to take the dollar amount of profit that you need to pay for your dream, the exact dollar amount. So let's just say that you need $500 to pay for travel soccer for your daughter. Okay? All right. Now, you're going to divide that $500 by the number of months that you're giving yourself to pay for it. We're going to say 2 months. Then we're going to divide that number by 0.4, and then we're going to divide that number by 4 weeks. So dollar of profit divided by number of months divided by 0.4 divided by 4 weeks in a month. So what's your dream number? Well, it's $156.25. Now, what does that mean? That means when you sell $156.25 a week for 8 weeks or 2 months, you will have $500 of profit in your business bank account so you can pay for that travel soccer expense. Oh my gosh. Now that you have your dream number, it's time to call your sales director, tell her your dream number, and she will help you come up with a strategy of how many faces you need to pamper to reach your weekly sales goal. So why does this work? What happens when you use this strategy of working to finance dreams over a specific timeline again and again, month after month, quarter after quarter. This is not just a one-time dream. This is over and over. Well, first off, you end up paying for lots of great things for you and your family. And guess what? You see that this business works. It makes dreams come true when you work. You also learn how to work with purpose, to stay booked up and to coach those appointments. You're going to develop lots of customers on your way to paying for these dreams, and that's going to make a huge impact on your life and your family's life. You're going to learn how to work with a sense of urgency, and you're going to become super intentional about reaching your dream number week after week after week by doing faces and parties. And check this out. As your customer base swells and you make lots of money and you start financing dreams for your Mary Kay business, you will become so on fire, so passionate about this opportunity that your recruiting is going to go through the roof. And all of this works together to grow you a stronger business and a top team. Tracking your dream number will absolutely lead you to the vision that God has placed in your heart. And now I got to turn it over to my girlfriend, National Sales Director, Diana Sumter. Take it away, Diana. And you need to unmute.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hey, can y'all hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. You're good.
Oh, okay, great. I'm like, okay, I don't know whether to start or not. Okay, so sorry about that. So don't we love all this technology? Karen, what a great job on your dream number. And I'm so excited that our people can start with a vision that is small. You know, I think sometimes when we talk about this world of vision, you think, oh my gosh, I got to change the world. Nope, just your world. And I just want to thank you, Karen, for being the heartbeat of this event. You're the one that took our Remnant on the Rise Bible study to the next level. This was her idea, and all of the directors that jumped in to do all the back office is unbelievable. I love that this is true Mary Kay style, where we grow all the Mary Kay people, not just the Mary Kay people that grow our paycheck. So we're so excited that y'all are on tonight. And I want to talk to you about vision, because my business, almost 38 years of my business has been driven by vision. And it gives significance to the otherwise meaningless details of our lives. It brings our world into focus. It brings order to chaos. It turns the minutia of the meaningless activity into an opportunity to be a blessing to others. You know, many people say to me, you know, I've got a discipline problem. And I say to them, did you know that when passion and purpose are present, discipline is never a problem? Just to be booking is boring. Booking to make another woman feel valued, seen, important, oh my gosh, that's a gift. Sharing about the company just to win a contest is very shallow. Sharing to create a place to hear someone's dream life and find a way for Mary Kay to move her in the direction of that dream life, to stir her soul, that is a gift. What a life, what a privilege. When you focus on me, it is unfulfilling. And when you focus on her, it's empowering. When you view vision when you're viewing your business through vision, everything changes. I want y'all to realize that what vision does is it evokes emotion, and it provides a sneak peek into the things that come. And again, I said that my business, whenever it started 20 or 38 years ago, it started with a vision. I was in Omaha, Nebraska at that time. I was 23 years old. I designed and installed computer and telephone systems in the Air Force. I loved what I did. I had a top secret SCI clearance. I was interviewing to go to work for the CIA. However, I worked about 70 hours a week. I was gone 10 days out of every month. I was on call. I had college courses. I was at one base. Tom was at another. We lived in the middle. Our daughter was 18 months old. So keeping that in mind, to everyone else, it looked so good. I'm so grateful that night that they didn't bury me in details. I'm so grateful that they were not apologetic for where they were or were not in their business. I can honestly tell you, I don't know what car they drove. I didn't know what position. I didn't know anything about them. I love that they didn't undersell this with personal use, and that they didn't make it too big of a decision to be in a pink Cadillac. What they talked about was hope. And I hope that you all start this in your events. That night I heard them talking about having an executive level income and still being the primary influence in the lives of their children, to be there during the golden hours. It was hope. It was hope. And I bet for every one of you all, there was a hope for something. But I'm going to tell you that visions are very fragile. And I can tell you, whenever I went home that night, the lady that led me to the Lord is the lady that brought me there. And she got me there because of guilt. I was so rude to her, I made her cry, so that's why I had to be there. And my husband was really adamant about me doing Mary Kay. And I went to my shop, and I heard all these crazy stories. I had a friend try Mary Kay and her face fell off, and had a friend tried Mary Kay and she had a basement full of Mary Kay. Truly nothing's changed. Just how people share about it. It's just kind of the same thing. And I remember that I got so scared. I called my director the next day to quit. And she was so wise, Connie Lamp was, and she said, Diana, financially, spiritually, and emotionally, would you trade places with these people? And I'm like, well, no, they're as tired, crabby, and broke as I am. And she said, then don't take advice from people you would not trade places with. Y'all, I want you to know that your vision is too fragile to share with people. My first vision was just for my family. And then as changes started to happen, then it was my team, and then it was my unit, and then it was my area, and then it became international. But I will tell you that my number one mission, once I understood what this was all about, is to protect this company. And what I mean by that is I want this company, after I've been in 42 years, to be able to hand it off a better company to the next generation. I lived in knowing where I was going to throw my combat boots over the bridge. I knew exactly when that was going to happen. I knew exactly what Samantha was going to wear on her last day of full-time childcare. I knew what I was making for dinner. I lived in the vision of my life. So it didn't matter if I made a goal or missed a goal, if somebody quit or went. It didn't matter, because I was just on my way. I was either winning or I was learning. I was winning and I was learning. I lived in my imagination. See, I knew that I could break generational curses because it was happening in me. I knew that I could create generational wealth because I paid off $35,000 in credit card debt. I knew I could equip women to be legacy changers, stepping out of a life of excuses and into a land of excellence, because I was starting to do that. I will tell you that I spoke my business into existence because at that time I hated women. I wore no makeup. I worked a lot of hours, as I shared with you, and I had the communication skills of a wounded cougar, right? So this Mary Kay thing was not just a good idea that served me. It was a God idea. It was because my success was tied to others. I'm always baffled by the people who say, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to depend on other people. And I will tell you, honestly, I'm baffled by that. I'm like, well, how incredibly selfish is that? I want my life to be about other people, but I work with so many people. I don't need people because I can't lead them if I need them. So I want to just, as I'm wrapping up here, I just want to tell you that the power of vision comes from my I can. It keeps the vision in front of me. And who I've become in the process, and who my people have come in the process, the women who respect the woman in the mirror, the missions and the nonprofits that are funded because of the abundant money available, friendships that last a lifetime, military and government employees with exit strategies on their own times and terms, retired professionals who get to use their wisdom, their Mary Kay kids stories, they're different. Our kids are powerful communicators. They're different. They have healthy habits. College kids who will graduate with no school loans, the kids who have a mom at home totally present, the marriage that has been restored, the aging parents who are living out their golden years with peace and joys, with daughters who can be there because of the priorities in Mary Kay. Our vision is for leaders to find their tribe, highly ambitious, big dreaming women who love working to win while serving others, women who don't give up or give in, women who choose a land of excellence, consultants and directors across the globe. No matter your title, I want you to know we appreciate that you choose to be the evidence that your past does not have to determine your future. The burning desire to light the ways for others to discover their God-given calling, realizing that we are the answers to the problems that break our heart. Thank you for joining us in this vision. My girlfriend, Heidi Gelzer, take it away, my dear.
Wow, can you guys just not like I mean, the energy that Karen and Diana have already given us is absolutely amazing. Well, we got this idea from the book Visioneering again, and it's about the prophet, not the prophet, the man Nehemiah from the Bible. Okay. So he goes and follows God's vision for his life to go rebuild the wall that had been destroyed by Israel's enemies. Okay. And so he goes to do this. And as Karen said, he's an ordinary man. He's a cupbearer. He's not a pastor. He's not a prophet. He's just a normal person, right, you guys? Well, you know what? He got criticism. He didn't just get criticism, but people were physically trying to stop him and the people that he was with from rebuilding that wall and following the vision that God had given him. And Diana, I loved how you brought up that people tried to steal your vision from the very beginning. People who had tried Mary Kay and had not done well at it. People who had heard things about it. People who probably wanted to protect you. You guys, would you trade places with the people that are criticizing you in any part of their life? That's a question that you want to ask yourself. But here's the question. As Nehemiah was criticized, Mary Kay was criticized. Has anything great ever been done without criticism? You guys, there is going to be discouragement. There are going to be obstacles. You are going to have your own personal limiting beliefs that are going to hold you back. But Karen said, and I went and ran and got my shirt. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Okay, this shirt is worn out because I wear it all the time because I'm literally yelling at the devil. Not today, Satan. You guys, Mary Kay, when her husband died, 1 week before she was supposed to open this company, her lawyer, her accountant said, Mary Kay, this is a bad idea. They criticized what she was doing. They discouraged her. The only ones who believed her or had her back were her kids. You guys, and what kept her going? Her vision. Her vision, not just for herself, not just for her family, but her vision for you and for me. You see, she wanted to create a company where there were no glass ceilings, where women could truly keep God first, family second, career third. Do you think that she had any idea as she pushed past the critics and created not just a company in America, but a company that is global? Do you think she had any idea about the generations of lives that would be changed because she wasn't discouraged by the critics? You guys, one time she was asked on 60 Minutes when she said that she kept God first, family second, career third. The interviewer said, Mary Kay, do you believe that you're using God? And she looked at him and she said, I certainly hope not. I hope that God is using me. You guys, how can God be glorified through your vision? You know, what is your vision, as Karen talked about, right? Is it to earn money for a specific thing? I'm looking at all of the comments in there, right? You guys, you're talking about being debt-free, from having the shackles of debt taken off you. That's huge. You're talking about vacations. You're talking about being able to pay for things for your family, maybe to give your spouse choices, right? You guys, do you know that God will be given the glory when you do that? When you choose to be a 4-quarter star, when you choose to sell at least $1,200 retail every month, to be an achiever, to place that $600 wholesale order. God will be given the glory, you guys, when you become a red jacket for the first time, or you stay in red all year long, or maybe when you go on to become a sales director or beyond. Because this is what I know, that in chasing of the carrot, whatever that carrot might be, lives will be changed. You see, Nehemiah, how did he respond when he was being criticized? The first thing he did was he prayed. Now, that may sound not very proactive, right? Get a booking. No, he prayed. So years ago, when I had just become a brand new sales director, my husband and I had moved from Louisiana, where I started my business, to San Antonio, Texas. And we had just purchased our first home based on my income as a brand new sales director. You guys, I went to work. I hustled. I got 10 bookings on my books. I got 10 bookings on my books for 1 week. Hello, I was excited, right? Who would be excited about that? All 10 of those bookings canceled, rescheduled, or no-showed. And I was devastated. I was rocked to the core because, you guys, there was no plan B. I needed money to pay my mortgage. I needed money to live. And so I called my sales director. And you know what she did? She told me to get on my knees. She said, Heidi, pray. Pray for one.
You don't need 10. You just need one. Lord, give me one good person. And I did. I prayed. And girls, I don't know how many phone calls I made. I don't even think we could text back in those days. I don't know how many, but I did as many as it took to get one. And that one person held a facial with me. And then she held a party with me. And that one person changed the entire course of my business. Not only was I able to pay my mortgage, but from that one party, I went from being a brand new sales director in a first level car to a trip director in San Antonio, being the #1 director in that town. You guys, one matters. Prayer makes a difference. So #1, he prayed. #2, he remembered his source. He remembered that God had told him to go build this wall. Okay, it wasn't something that he had just come up with. You guys, you are a Mary Kay consultant. You are here. You are in this business. God has called you to do this. Sometimes we wonder about our calling. In the Latin, calling, vocation, and work are all the same word. We get so hung up on whether I've been called to do something. You guys, you're in Mary Kay. Be your very best at what you're doing. And remember, look at Nehemiah, look at his faithfulness. He is faithful to you. Oh my goodness, I'm almost done. So what I want you to know is this, you guys. #1, expect it. #1, expect that there will be criticism. #2, pray about it, okay? Go to the Lord. #3, remember the source of your vision. It is God. He's given you this vision. #4, seek wisdom. Go to your sales director. You are in Mary Kay for yourself, but not by yourself. Isn't that how she created that? And then #5, don't back down. Don't come off of the wall. Not today, Satan sisters. Not today. Tammy, my friend, take it away.
Oh my goodness. Aren't you glad that you jumped on tonight? Wow. You know, what I love about our Mary Kay family is an amazing circle of influence. And I hope that this excites you to know that you're in the right place at the right time with the right people and for a company that has put God first, family second, and career third. Mary Kay is all in for you, and so are we. And so we're so grateful that you joined in today and hearing a little bit about our journey in Nehemiah. And I hope that it takes you on a journey, that you're moving forward, and maybe sometimes a little bit of a reflection of what has happened in the past. But Nehemiah, he led with moral authority. What is moral authority? It's a desire to please God more than man, to please God even more than self. However, with that, moral authority does take an opportunity for you to lead others, but more importantly, to lead yourself. And I love to call this internal integrity. And what is internal integrity? It's a vision that was placed on your heart by God. Maybe you might even want to call it an assignment. I love that word. An assignment that was given just for you. And now you get to live that out with your integrity. Okay, I don't know when you received your assignment. It might have been when you started Mary Kay. For me, part of that came to light the very first time I even dreamt of starting a Mary Kay business. It was just one meeting where I, for the first time, saw women celebrate each other. And it gave me a stirring and a hope in my spirit that I hope you have felt. And sometimes it is just showing up to your meeting this week. It might have came upon you at a retreat or a getaway with your Mary Kay girlfriends. Oh my gosh, my first retreat in Mary Kay, where the women sat around and shared their dreams, it ignited one of my dreams. And so your internal integrity that now you're living out loud and now you're sharing in another environment will actually ignite someone else. Maybe it was at your first seminar, and for those of you who have not attended yet, I hope you get there because it's a life-changing experience, and that is where dreams are often birthed. And I will never forget, even though Mary Kay was not able to speak at my first seminar, which was her last seminar, and she said painfully and slowly the words, "I love you." Tears ran down my face, and I knew that something deeper and more important was exactly what Heidi said. It was a call and a willingness to work this business full out. It was a conviction. It was a dream and it was assignment that was not able to be shaken. So now what you say to yourself is you might need to know that you need to act on this dream, act on this assignment, have that internal integrity, that moral authority, and put it to work because it is acting on it right now. The first thing between you and the Lord is what you got to get right. And then after that, thinking about what Mary Kay gave us, and she gave us the perfect plan, the perfect, I think, treasure map to find exactly what you're looking for. And if you think about it, it is booking, it is selling, it is rebooking, and it is team building. It is putting those ingredients into place over and over and over again. It's showing up to see it and feel it and live it out loud. You also have to make sure that you're putting in the amount of time that is needed and required. It's not going to happen overnight, you guys, to do what you need to do. And I know in this fast-paced world and microwave society, we want results right away. But I know if you continue to put one step in front of the other, and the formula that Mary Kay gave us, which is the perfect 3 + 3 + 3. What is that if you haven't heard that yet? That is 3 appointments on your books per week. An appointment would be 3 or 4 people gathered together at your house, at a studio, maybe on Zoom, maybe on Facebook. Keep it small, build those relationships, and have a great time. It could even be at a coffee place, sitting around a coffee table together. You guys get creative. So you're meeting and having 3 appointments a week. And those appointments, having 300 in sales at each appointment, and then sharing with 3 amazing women that you met on a weekly basis. That is the formula. And is putting one step in front of the other, week in and week out. And now you take that plan and that vision, exactly how Mary Kay showed us, and you follow it because she followed it and then she passed it on. She, of course, passed on to somebody before you, who, of course, passed on to somebody before her, who, of course, passed it on to somebody before her. And that is how this works. And so who are you going to pass it on as you continue this dream to go? You might be the only Mary Kay person that anyone meets. I remember early into my directorship, and I got this beautiful portrait of Mary Kay after she had passed away, and I had it in my office. And my young daughter, who was 5 at the time, Addison, came in and said, "Who is that?" And I said, "That is Mary Kay." And she said, "Mom, I thought you were Mary Kay." And oh my goodness, it hit me like that we might be the only Mary Kay that we meet. And so take that dream, get it ignited, and be willing to be committed and live it out loud. You are in position to now influence others. And so who can you pass this on to? Is I am able to share this time with you, and so excited to have my friend, Dr. NSD and Dr. Lakeisha Chisholm signing on. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, Tammy. Oh my gosh, Happy New Year to you all. I'm so grateful for this book study and the prayer partners that come along with it. Thank you so much, sisters, for a day full of excellence. I'm honored today to talk to everyone about maintaining your course. Okay, I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt laser focused on your goals until life happens, right? Maybe someone questioned you. Maybe things got hard. Maybe you started wondering, did I really hear from God? In Andy Stanley's book, The Visionary, he says, you guys, vision is often the most vulnerable after it's born. And so this is so important. When I think about a baby, when I think of a new baby, that baby comes out, what do we want to do? Coddle it, love it, support it, feed it. Well, guess what? Your vision is your baby. So you got to coddle it, love it, support it, and feed it. Because once you've received the vision, that's when the real battle starts, to keep it, to hold on to it, to see it from vision to victory.
So today, I want to show you how to protect your vision when everything around you is trying to knock you off course. I want you to write this down. Expect resistance. Expect it. Oh my gosh, don't be shocked and awe when resistance comes, because you're going to expect it. Andy reminds us in this book, Visionarian, resistance is not a sign that the vision is wrong. You know, when things start to happen, what do? Well, maybe this is not the right time. Maybe this is not what the Lord wants me to do. When resistance comes, it's actually a confirmation that you're on to something powerful. Resistance is not a red light. It's actually a green light. Whether it's fear, fatigue, distractions, or doubters, staying the course means preparing for the pushback. Mary Kay Ash used to say, aerodynamically, the bumblebee shouldn't be able to fly. Despite what others say, think, or believe, the bumblebee flies anyway. And when God gives you, when you know what God placed in your heart, you can't afford to let temporary turbulence make you land too soon. You know, we're not bumblebees, but we do fly. And when you get up in that air, you feel a little turbulence sometimes as you're going up through the clouds. You know what? The pilot doesn't land the plane just because of some turbulence. No, he keeps going, and he keeps going higher and higher and higher. So if God gave you a goal, like 30 faces in July, don't stop just because a few people didn't answer or a few people said no. Remember, temporary resistance is not a permanent no. If God gave you the vision, he'll give you the victory, even if the path gets bumpy. My next point is to define your non-negotiables. You know, I love it. We still live in the greatest country of all. No matter what's happening, you know, in our country, in the world today, I really believe that the USA is the greatest country of all. And one of the things about the USA is we do not negotiate with terrorists. We do not. And so I want to say that to you. Sometimes your thoughts can be terrorists. They can be there to destroy you, to bring you down, to take you down. And so you're not going to negotiate with your goals and with your vision. Andy talks about the importance of clarity, because when the going gets tough, it's clarity that keeps you from quitting. The best way to protect your vision is to set non-negotiables. These are things that are like off the table. No matter how tired you are, discouraged, or distracted you may feel. You guys, when your emotions get loud, your values and your non-negotiables have to be louder. Ask yourself, what are my non-negotiables as a person with vision? Is it showing up for your business every day, even when life gets messy? Is it not shrinking your goals to fit someone else's comfort zone? Is it choosing faith over fear every time you're tempted to delay or doubt? Is it never apologizing for wanting more income, more impact, more influence? You guys, non-negotiables are not built on how you feel. They're built on what you know you're called to do. I encourage you all to write down 3 personal non-negotiables tonight. Like example, I will not speak small about my God-given vision. I will work my business every day, whether I feel like it or not. I will protect my peace and energy from voices that don't feed my faith. Mary Kay built this company so women and people can prioritize faith, family, and career in that order. That was her non-negotiable. She didn't bend it for pressure or for people. That clarity has shaped the company today. In 1 Corinthians 15:58, it says to stand firm, let nothing move you. Oh my gosh, non-negotiable. Always give yourself fully to the work of the Lord, because your labor is not in vain. Nehemiah had every reason to quit, come down, or compare, but his vision was his anchor. He had spiritual and leadership non-negotiables in place. And because of that, the wall was built in just 52 days, which others had neglected for decades. He was focused, he was firm, and he was faithful. That's what non-negotiables do. You guys, friends, maintaining your course, it isn't about perfection. It is about persistence. When doubt creeps in, revisit your vision. When things get hard, reconnect to your why. And when you feel tempted to give up, declare that the work you're doing is too great to come down. Galatians 6:9 says, let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. The vision God gave you, it's not a suggestion. It's an assignment. And you don't need a title to be on assignment. If you've got a purpose and a pulse, then you've got a wall to stay on. So expect resistance, because God's plans will always disrupt the enemy's agenda. Define your non-negotiables, so when life tries to blur the lines, your faith draws them darker. And stay focused. Don't come down. Don't explain. Don't shrink. You are doing a great work. So stay on the wall, like your deliverance is connected to your obedience, because it is. Thank you so much. I'm passing this over to my prayer partner and my good girlfriend, Julia. Take it away.
Dr. Lakeisha, what a blessing. Oh my gosh, y'all. I know your hands are like tired from trying to write, right? Oh, it's such an exciting privilege to be here. And you know, Mary Kay Ash trained me. And I know that she is bursting right now, that so many of you have gathered so that you can make sure that you're on the right course, that your vision is clear. In our national area, it's the year of it. It's time to do it, start it, see it, dream it, believe it, receive it, finish it, right? This is the year of it. And guess what? You're it. And let me just tell you, sometimes credentials are totally meaningless, because my credentials are that my first party 33 years ago was zero. It is very difficult to sell nothing of America's #1 best-selling brand, but I did manage to do it. So that those of you that are here tonight can have hope that, okay, the worst has not yet happened. The only place to go from here is the top, right? And God has already equipped you. You know, he tells us in the New Testament that he has already given us, not some of us, not just a little bit of it, but all of us, everything we need for life and godliness. So we're going to talk about one of the things that he's given us tonight. And it's in your beautiful brain, and it's called the Reticular Activating System. I call it RAS. She's my best friend, because we work together. And so this is a key element to your vision coming to pass, is that you have a holistic Mary Kay experience this year, that you incorporate everything: mind, soul, body, your ambiance, your belief, what you're looking at, what you're listening to, what you're speaking out, right? Rest assured, your enemy also has a vision for this year. You're at the center of his goal poster, and he has 3 goals over you: steal, kill, destroy. That's straight from scripture. And what we know is there is no way that we're going to let him have anything close to that much access to us, right? Access denied. But y'all, it's not just about putting our armor on. It's not even just about taking a strong stand. It is about us acting like the offspring of our creator that we are, and using the power of our tongue to speak out what it is we're believing by faith that we're going to see this year. So Psalms 81:10 says, open wide your mouth with a mighty decree. And then God says, I will fulfill it. Now you'll see the words that you speak, so shall it be. Straight from the heart of scripture, you guys. So watch your words. Make sure that you're on purpose, intentional about the words you're speaking, writing out your affirmations, etc. every day. In addition, we have this beautiful thing in our brain called the Reticular Activating System. So we're going to make it so practical, y'all. We are going to make it like we're just bringing it all home. This is going to be your new best friend. This is called a vision book, or you could call it a dream book, but I really love the word vision even better. And so I have to tell you the background, and then we'll tell you what it is. We already have links for you of where to get it on Amazon, blah, blah, blah. So you can just feel free to listen, because you're not going to have to remember. Now, one of the things about us and our reticular activating system is we are wired to whatever our subconscious is dwelling on, our whole brain and body thinks, oh, that's what she wants. So I need to help her get it. Have you ever noticed when you're having a bad day, you can't find the keys, the belt to your favorite outfit is gone somewhere in the closet. We can't find it because we're going to be late. Then you spill something, then, right? Because when we start off on the wrong foot, our reticular activating system starts going, oh gosh, she's struggling. She's having trouble. Okay, gosh, I wish I could help her, but she's looking for the next thing that's going to go wrong. Okay, that is not what we're going to do ever again, right? We're going to use our powers for good, not for evil, against our very own self and the vision that God gave us. And so what that means is we're going to set our mind, we're going to set our heart, and y'all, we're going to take the time to set our eyes on the vision that God has planted before us. So I want you to write 2 things down before I tell you these 2 stories. I want you to write down, when God calls you, the power comes from the one who is calling, not the one being called. When God calls you, the power you need to complete the vision comes from the one who is calling you, not the one being called. And secondly, if you have had perhaps a bad habit in the past of setting a goal and then beginning to dwell on, what if I fail? What if I don't make it? We're going to switch that dialogue. We need to make sure the story we're telling ourselves is the absolute true story, right? The one God's telling over us. And we're going to switch what if I fail to what if God moves? What if God moves? What if I'm faithful to call her and she says yes? What if I have the booking and she doesn't know the Lord? What if I meet my next, not just team member, but superstar, right? What if this one Facebook Messenger party changes the whole face of my business just because I am being faithful and God notices all of that? What if God moves? Okay, so here's the deal. I heard about this right at the end of last seminar year. My friend, National Sales Director Roxanne McEnroe, was telling me this awesome story. Y'all, she provided for her kiddos and her, and she her goal had been directorship, and she had missed it, and she had allowed herself to get discouraged. So she decided, instead of going for directorship, now don't pick up that part of the story, but she was like, I'm going to pick a different goal that I really think I could meet. So she decided on the National Court of Sales. Who is excited about that gorgeous amethyst ring, right? That ring alone should make you say, I'm doing a great work and I cannot come down because that is worth the focus. And our fuel is our focus. Write that down too. Our fuel is our focus. So Roxanne was sharing with me how she was dying to meet Mary Kay. And that's why she was so sad she hadn't become a director yet, because she knew she'd get to go to Mary Kay's house and meet her. Well, back then, the top 20, Mary Kay would go down the row of the top 20 left standing on seminar stage, and she would speak to each one of them. And Roxanne just knew if Mary Kay could talk to her, that she would set her straight, and it would unlock the mystery of becoming a sales director, and she would know what to do. So she got to seminar, y'all, after working all year. And she said to the person that she picked up her badge from, oh my gosh, I am in the top 20. This is so exciting because I'm dying to meet Mary Kay. I cannot wait to hear the words she's going to speak over me. And the girl behind the counter said, oh, Mary Kay's not going to address the top 20 individually this year on stage. She's just not feeling up to it. Roxanne was crushed. After a whole year of believing and working towards this, and in fact, ending up in the top 20, her dream was crashing around her 2 days before she was going on stage. But God would not have that, because he watches over his word to perform it. Just like we've already spoken that when he gives you a vision, he has already equipped you, and he has already set in motion all the right people to make sure that those divine connections are made for that dream to come to pass. So would you believe that when Roxanne McEnroe stood on stage in what she thought was going to be the top 20, she in fact ended up in the top 3. And that year, the people that Mary Kay addressed and had little miniature individual conversations with were the top 3. Isn't that precious? There's no limitation to our great God, y'all. He has the ability to change the rules to match whatever your dream is. My friend Devin Gold, she had a dream of rooming with her girlfriend Jordan Twilley, and she put in her
if I can't get it back, it will definitely be on the replay, so we can, you can catch it that way, but I'm going to work on it. You guys do your thing.
Hey, you guys. Okay, so in the meantime, what we're going to do is I'm going to talk with you just a little quick bit about how to do points. And by the way, if our video comes back, they'll just kick me off. And so, oh, I love that. I love that people are kicking into the chat what you've learned so far. Laura said, dreams and focus will bring it together. We have a calling, you guys. And so God has got you here for a reason. You are the will and the way. Love that. When God calls you, the power comes from the one who's calling, not the one who has been called. I love that one too. From Julia.
52 days is all it took.
Here we go.
70
Here we go.
years of the wall.
I can hear it, Donna.
I know, I got to get it on the screen share.
Okay, sounds good.
Just keep talking until it comes back.
Okay, sounds good. So ladies, make sure that when you're entering your points, you're not typing out words. If you have questions, make sure to ask your independent sales director, but just type out dollar amounts and don't round up. Like if you had $25.75, don't just say, well, just say you had $25. Okay, does that make sense? And then also you want to, okay, go ahead.
Being in ruins. 52 days is all it took. Nehemiah and the Israelites following after God's directives. And there are 52 days left from today between now and August 31st. So your second part of your challenge, should you choose to accept it, is, I know for some of you, you're going to be like, Julia, Monday, Garner, you are freaking me out. What if you put Mary Kay on 100 faces? What if you shared with those same women between now and August 31st? What if you added 12 new personal team members, the best of the best, the sugar sharpest, the ones that almost intimidate you, that you just know she's even more amazing than you are, and that's why you want her on the team, right? 52 days to pamper 100 faces and add 12 to your team. Do you know by August 31st, when you do that, you will be halfway through that gorgeous diamond bumblebee, the National Court of Sharing? You can't even imagine all that God has in store for you just from that one act of obedience. So we have, of course, as our little mantra in our group, the Nehemiah verse, Nehemiah 6:3. I'm doing a great work and I cannot come down. And we even had sweatshirts made, y'all. We had sweatshirts made and we wore them on the ship. It was so fun. We didn't even have makeup on that day, but we were so happy being together. And it's a constant reminder. I even have it hanging on my office door, y'all, next to my national suit, to remind me who I am, that I'm called, that I'm appointed, that I'm anointed, that somebody needs the connection either to Jesus or to self-confidence and beauty and discovery of who she really is, or remembering who she really is. So not only are you going to share your dream number with your sales director, you have the opportunity to share your goals on the Google link that you'll see on the same link that you popped on here tonight. And when you fill it out by tomorrow night at midnight, you will be entered into a special drawing for a strategy session with one of us, And we'll do the drawing tomorrow night. Then we'll post the winners in that same link, and it'll be a 30-minute strategy session. So make sure to check that Consultant Vision Workshop link for also some great follow-up tools. Now, we wanted to end the night with a declaration, because remember Psalms 81:10, we know that we open our mouth with a what? A mighty decree. So we have our eyes focused on what it is that God's planted in our heart. Oh, y'all, also to complete the science behind it, 10 minutes a day, morning and evening, not just flipping through it, but really looking at it, emotionalizing. How's it going to feel when you had 6 new to your team this month? How's it going to feel when you double your business, double your health, double your finances? On each page, you're emotionalizing as well as looking through. And then you know what the stats are? 85% of what you have been envisioning all year long after 12 months will have come to pass. Not do this for 12 months and then you'll be on the starting block of maybe some of the stuff will start to happen. No, 85% of all you have been envisioning will have come to pass. I was talking to Devin again this afternoon and she said, Jules, literally at least 80% already did. And I didn't even get to start it at the beginning of the year. 80% of her first top director trip, Offspring earning cars, national courts. Y'all, next July 7th, would you love for us to all be gathered together again and us each hold up our vision book and share what percentage of each of our vision came true because of our devotion first to the Lord and following him and seeking intimacy with him first, learning to listen and hear his voice, and then immediately taking action while we fill our heart, our eyes, our mind, and our voice with all he has for us. So if this is on the screen, repeat after me. You can even stand up and say it like, raw, yes, this is my vision. I declare that I am a woman of vision. God has placed a holy burden on my heart, and I will not ignore it. I will pray, plan, and move forward with faith, trusting God to open doors, provide resources, and protect the work he has called me to do. I'm not afraid of opposition because the hand of my great God is upon me. I will not come down. I'm doing a great work. I rise up and build, knowing that through me, God is restoring that which has been broken. And I will finish the work strong, faithful, and full of courage. A multitude of blessings and favor chasing you down and overtaking you is our prayer for you this new seminar year as you go forth and multiply.
Good night. All right, make sure you stay on, friends, because we have got stuff to do. Okay, we're going to go into our small groups here in just a little bit, but I wanted to go ahead and start with recognition. So, real quick announcements. If you have questions about the points, make sure you ask your independent sales director. But like I said, just put numbers in, and if you have, we're going to discuss some other things like, just if you have questions, just talk to your sales director. That's probably the best thing that I could tell you right now. We're going to go ahead and recognize the top 10 real quick, and then we're going to break out into unit groups. And so if you're in my unit, obviously you go to Jana's room or Donna's room or Judy's room or Linda's room or Jessica's room or Allison's room. Okay. So let's go ahead and recognize the top 10. Okay. I had to get my pom-pom because we have to cheer you on. Okay, number 10 from the Janice Trunk unit, Des Procish. Number 9, Deborah Lugo. Number 8, Elaine Kozulski. Sorry, Elaine. Number 7, Cheryl Drake. Number 6, Marianne Lamastis. Number 5, Elizabeth Bevel. Number 4, Lori Parks. Number 3, Diane Beluso. All right, let's hear from Diane. Is Diane on with us tonight? Where are you, Diane? All right.
Yes.
Here you are, my friend. Okay, Diane, tell us, what have you been doing lately that's really been making a difference in your Mary Kay business?
I've been working harder to try and make more phone calls and reaching out to people and getting reorders. And I also have a party scheduled for the next 2 weeks.
Very good.
I went in and tried to in Marshall's to see if this lady needed more products, and she ended up doing a party for me.
That's awesome. Diane, that's so fantastic. I'm so super proud of you. I can't wait to hear the results, my friend. Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Great job. Keep up the hard work. Or
yes.
I don't know. It's hard for me to say Mary Kay's hard work. I just say keep up the work. How about that?
There you go.
Okay. All right. Now we're down to our number 2. Number 2 for the week in points is Babs Utley. Babs, can you unmute? I'd love to hear from you, my friend.
I just had a, pretty good week, and then I ordered this week. That helped a lot.
Yeah, that sounds good. So, what have you been doing that's been making a difference in your business, Babs?
More phone calls and just reaching out to people wherever I go. Just talking more than I was to people.
That makes a difference, doesn't it?
It really does.
I love
Stepping
that.
out of my comfort zone.
Good job. Great job, Babs. All right. Congratulations to you. We look forward to hearing from you again. Okay. And our number 1 independent beauty consultant in points for this week. And I hear she is a new consultant and she is on fire. So without further ado, with 3,600 and some odd points, Mia Nevaeh Molina. Woo woo! Mia, is it Mia? Is it just Mia or Nevaeh? Okay. All right, Mia. We would love to hear from you. Okay, tell us what you're doing in your Mary Kay business. What are you most excited about, and how are you making it happen?
So with the points thing, I kind of miscalculated, so I have about 2,099 something, but so Jessica ended up helping me figure out.
Good news, you're still number 1 with that number.
Yes, thank you. I just been trying to so I don't have much friends, but I've been targeting like family to come and do parties with me, and they've been willing to come, and they've been purchasing orders. And I have one friend who's given me like maybe 20 to 30 referrals. And so I've just been trying to contact those people as well. And yeah, I have 2 virtual parties coming up, and then I have 1 in person in 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm just trying to get everything together. It's slowly, but I feel like it's steadily working.
I love that. So you've been plugged into your independent sales director. It looks like she said you saw 15 faces and have 2 new team members, and you started on June the 12th.
Wow.
Yes. Less than a month. She has also finished all her career chats and earned all her pearls of sharing. That's a big deal. Let's give her a great big round of applause. Way to go, Mia. Congratulations. Super excited for you. So, all right, friends. So, we are going to be, let me just explain real quick. In the month of July, we are going to be meeting right here. We are going to start off the same way that we did. We're going to be doing points. So make sure that you're filling out your points. And we're going to meet right here at 7 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Eastern. And we are going to be doing the same thing. We're going to open with announcements and recognition. And then we're going to break out into small groups after we'll do training some nights, and then some nights we will meet with our unit. But we are going to be breaking out eventually into the smaller groups. So make sure your bookings are on point. Get all your appointments booked up so you can go to that next level. So anyway, you guys, it's going to be a great month because we've got seminar coming up. And so we're going to go ahead and break up now into our unit groups and just chat for a little bit with your independent sales director. So the rooms are open. So go ahead and click down below where it says breakout rooms or join a breakout room, and go down there. And then when you scroll down to the bottom, it will say Harvey, Sigel, Strunk, Carter, and Scott. So make sure that you click on the right director, and have an amazing night, friends. We'll chat with you soon.
Babs? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. But am I in the right unit? Are you in Allison's? I can't find the chat room. Um, I can't find it. Our meeting setting. Oh, nope, wrong thing. Well, I guess you can nod your head.
Hey, I
yes
can
or
talk
no.
now. I can talk now. I can't find it either. I don't know where it could be. Oh, wait a minute. Something just came up. Hold on. Let me try that again. Oh, gosh. I made you go little. Oh, no. Tell me I didn't leave. Oh, I didn't leave. Participants, chats, reactions, share, record. There's all these things on the bottom, but it
Yeah,
doesn't show. I don't see her stuff, like where it says the names.
I don't either.
Meeting settings. Nope, that's not it. And I'm on like 8%. I'm about to lose my phone, but I don't know what to do. I feel bad, but we both did so good. We, made her feel proud, and we can't either one find the thing.
I know it. I know.
It is awful. But honestly, it said to scroll down. I scrolled down. There's nothing there.
I can't get mine to.
Dadgummit. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to tell her I can't get in.
They could have put us in a room, but we didn't get to them in enough time.
Mm-hmm. The room did not come up. I just texted her. That's the only thing I know to do.
Did she answer back?
Well, I just sent it, so I don't know if she's seen it or not. The room did not come up. And I guess I should Vox her too, because Voxing, she hears, Look.
Did she answer you?
Wait a second. There's something here. No. The room did not come up. Diane is stuck too.
Notes more.
Okay, so I put the room didn't come up and Diane is stuck too. At least she'll know we're trying.
Yeah.
Is that Elizabeth there? Elizabeth Bevel? Looks like she's
Well,
in either. And
but
Stephanie.
No, if the picture's not there, I think they already moved out.
No, that's just you turned off your video.
Oh,
For
okay.
sure. Yeah. I don't know what to do.
That didn't work.
Mm-mm. Nothing I've done has worked.
Well,
I had it off again. Chats, participants. Oh, wait a minute. In the meeting. No, that's not meeting room.
If you lose me, I'm at 2%, and I'm.
Yeah, I'm at 8%. So I'm going 7 now.
And mine's plugged in, so I don't know if.
I'll plug mine in and see if it helps. I doubt it will. Oh, I'm down to 6.
So if I lose you, you can tell them that my phone died.
Okay. If I ever get in touch with her, I will tell her that, because I just plugged in and I'm doing okay, but I can't get over that. I don't know what to do. Let's see if she answered me. Nope. Nope. So, oh well. What can I do?
Um, up. Did you go off?
No,
Off
I'm off of the Zoom, but I'm right here. Can you see me?
No, I can't see you.
But you can hear me, right? I see you. Let
I
me
can
see what's
hear you,
going on
yeah.
here. Now
I
you
see
see
you
me.
now.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to find a way to get to her, but it's not happening.
I was shocked that I was number 3. I can't hear you.
I'm back on.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was shocked too. I only had 900 something points, so I was shocked. 971, I think it was, something like that.
Mine was 8 something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know how to get back into.
I don't either, and I don't know what to do. I mean, it's aggravating, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I wonder why the chat rooms didn't come up for us, because they said it was going to come up, and I never saw it.
I don't know.
And Elizabeth and Stephanie are the others that are in our group, right?
Yeah. Was Melinda on or no?
No, I didn't see her.
She didn't feel good tonight, so she
And
said
Elaine, well,
she
she's been in the hospital a lot. And then Elaine wasn't on.
kidney stones.
Huh?
She's had
Kidney stones, yeah. Well, she had
Elizabeth was on, but at one time I saw it while she was driving.
Right.
And I don't know who else was on.
Stephanie Hannibal.
Okay.
She was on.
I don't know.
Bet is on right now. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm just going to give up because, we've been sitting here a while. I thought maybe Allison would come back and tell us what to do, but I've texted her and I've voxed her and no response yet. So I don't know what to do. I'm going to get off because my phone's dying. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Have a good week.
You too. Bye-bye. Best of luck.
Bye.
And
thanks. You too.
I'm getting me a dream book. I need one.
There you go.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't know how to get out. Okay. Hang up. I'm here. And Allison's gonna get us in there. Honestly, I just don't see